Hey, good Monday morning. I have not jumped on for a long time, and I just thought, it is Monday morning, and I just wanted to share something with you. So as you go into your week, a lot of my clients are going into their week and they're faced with decisions that they're making. They're faced with a tough work environment or something's going on at home. And many times, there's two things that are standing in their way. And you know what? It just seems like they stand in our way on Monday mornings, right? We're tired, we're groggy from our weekend, we're going into the next week. And I think these two things are constantly in front of us. And if we don't take control of them, if we don't harness them, they are going to absolutely control our lives. So the first thing is this, and it was really interesting because I read something on LinkedIn by Tasha Eurich. She wrote Insight. Is one of the most fabulous books. So if you haven't read it, go read it. And she had posted that she went through and read some comments, some reviews on her book. And she said, most of them were really great, but then there were those few that were just awful, and it just knocked her down, and it really stole her thoughts. It stole her joy. Instead of, it took her about a couple weeks to cycle through the negativity and feeling that pain of somebody being just so awful and mean. But then she recognized, why am I not focusing on the good? Why am I not focusing on those good comments? And it was really interesting. Guess what I caught myself doing this morning? Tasha? There's no way she deals with this stuff. She's an amazing author. She's an organizational psychologist. She's witty. She's caring. All of these things were flooding through my thoughts. And I had to capture my thoughts and think, wait a second, why are you putting somebody else on a pedestal? They are facing the same things that you are, just in a different manner. So that's the first thing that I think that steals our thoughts. Are you constantly comparing yourself to Jane over there by the water cooler, or Bob over there that got that great corner office? Who are you comparing yourself to? Who do you think just hasn't made and never is faced with challenges? Rethink that process. Don't allow those thoughts to capture your attention and pull you away from what you have control of right here and now. Everything in your life, it has the ability to be figured out. So the second thing that I believe a lot of us are faced with, especially on Monday mornings, is fear. Listen, a lot of my clients are so fearful. How do I get a new job? How do I go in and ask for a raise? How do I find balance in my life? How do I get out of this awful debt? There's so much fear rooted in those questions. The problem with fear is if you don't look it in its face, it's going to paralyze you. Fear is paralyzing. And like I tell everyone, action begets action. You've got to move. You've got to move. I have fears too. In fact, I'm stepping into a new project that's really scary. You guys will hear about it in a few months. It scares me to death. And just this weekend, I was focusing on it, trying to work through it. I felt fear take a hold of me. And guess what I did? I laid on the bed forever. And finally, I thought, wait a second, just move, just keep moving forward. So on this Monday, if you are just struggling with fear, the fear of the unknown, the fear of, perfection, the fear of those things that you are confronted with, capture those thoughts and take action. It doesn't have to be a huge action. Just take one step. Mondays are tough. They are. But you have absolute control in harnessing those thought processes that take place. So today, when you walk in the office, maybe you're faced with something that's really holding on to you with depths of fear. Maybe what you're doing is you're comparing yourself to the gal down the way. Capture both of those thoughts, because what both of those thoughts do is that they take you away from taking action in the moment. You take action, you stop the fear, and you stop the comparison. It happens a lot. All of us fall into it, me included. So I hope that you have a fabulous Monday. Take control of that fear, change those thoughts, keep moving forward. Small step after small step is going to get you where you need. And remember, everybody else is dealing with their own things. Don't place them on a pedestal. In fact, reach out to them and say, hey, I think you're pretty amazing. Let's go have coffee and chat about it. And I guarantee you'll learn something from them. Maybe you'll learn something that you can add to your life, and maybe they might just get the support from you that they actually really needed. So have a great Monday, everybody. I'm Piper Harris with Sneakered Life Leadership Success Coaching. I hope to hear from you soon.